Ladies, quick question. When you put your glasses on, does your fringe get in the way? Here's the surprising part. Most of us blame the glasses. It's almost never the frame. It's where your haircut's line sits. There's one exact spot where your cut and your frame either clash or work together. Once you see it, you can't unsee it. I'll show you the cuts that let your glasses and your face finally breathe, even with fine, flat, or silver hair. So many of us have quietly blamed our glasses for how we look, when the truth is nobody ever showed us how the two actually work together. I spent years switching frames, convinced each new pair would finally be the one that worked. A woman I spoke with told me almost the same story. She'd swapped frames 3 times in a single year, sure each new pair was the problem. It wasn't. A stylist finally pointed at her fringe, not her glasses. By the end of this, you'll know exactly where your cut and your frame clash. The cuts that let both breathe, any length, any density, even fine or flat hair, and precisely what to ask your stylist. Especially with this year's boldest frames. And one part of this? You can check it tonight. No scissors, no appointment, just your mirror. Here's exactly where they clash. Your glasses sit on one straight line, right at eye level. That's their whole shape, a horizontal. Now think about your fringe, or wherever your cut ends near your face. That's a horizontal too, 2 lines, sharing the exact same small stretch of your face. We're calling this the 2 horizontals, because once you see it, every "does this cut work with my glasses" question comes back to this one spot. Here's the part stylists know and rarely say out loud. A blunt fringe, or a blunt bob line, sitting at the exact height of your frame, is the single most common clash there is, not because your face is wrong, not because the glasses are wrong. 2 straight lines, stacked, read as heavy, every single time. Picture the same woman, same face, same frame. On one side, a blunt fringe ending right where the glasses sit. Heavy, doubled. On the other, that same fringe swept softly to the side. The frame suddenly has room. Her whole face opens up. That's the entire fix, in one sentence. Give the frame room to breathe at the temple. Soft layers, or a curtain fringe swept aside. Break that second horizontal instead of repeating it. So how do you check this on your own face, tonight, without touching a pair of scissors? There's a 60-second test for exactly that. Picture yourself at your own mirror tonight, glasses already on, exactly like you're standing there right now. Step 1. Look at where your fringe, or your hairline, sits against the top of your frame. Step 2. Sweep that fringe, or that face-framing piece aside, just for a second, and look again. If that heavy, closed-in feeling suddenly lifts, that's not your imagination. That's the 2 horizontals confirming the clash, right there in your own mirror. Step 3, and this one's rarely talked about. Check your temple. Is your hair pressing the arm of your frame into your head, or your eyebrow? So many women describe constantly pushing them out of the way, and just assume that's what glasses do. It isn't. It's the hair fighting the frame for the same real estate. A friend of mine never once connected her glasses sliding down to her haircut, until she tried this exact test. Turned out, her fringe was pushing the frame down, gently, every single time she blinked. Once she saw it, she couldn't unsee it either. No scissors tonight, no appointment, just 60 seconds and your own mirror. So, which cuts actually pass this test, at every length and every hair type? That's exactly what's next. You've probably been told the fix is simple: cut it all short. That's only half true. Length was never really the problem, placement is. 4 cuts pass the test. At every length, cut 1. A short pixie or crop, with soft, textured, side-swept fringe. Blunt, and it lands right at your frame. That's the 2 horizontals again. Soft and textured, and even fine, lower density hair carries this beautifully, because texture does the work, not thickness. Cut 2. A chin-length layered bob with a soft curtain fringe, never a hard center part. This is the bob's good version. We'll come back to the blunt one later, because that one backfires. Cut 3. Shoulder-length soft layers, face-framing pieces starting above your brow line. Double duty, volume at the crown, and the whole upper face, exactly where your frame sits, stays open. And cut 4 is the one that surprises people. Long hair, long layers, with face framing starting well above the frame. Long hair can work beautifully with glasses, but there's a trend this year making the placement matter even more than usual. A woman told me she'd been advised for years to just cut it all off, simply because she wore glasses. She kept her length, added face-framing layers above the brow instead, and her optician asked if she'd gotten new frames. She hadn't. Styling stays simple across all 4. Drugstore is a round brush and a light mousse at the crown. Mid-range adds a volumizing spray at the root. Salon level is one cut and blow-dry lesson, so you can repeat it yourself every morning. But what if your hair isn't just fine? It's flat too. That's a different combination, and it changes the answer. That's you. This next part is exactly for you. Because fine, flat-crowned hair and glasses have a way of compounding each other that almost nobody talks about. A flat crown already reads as less volume up top. Add a frame, especially the bold, oversized styles everywhere this year, and there's nothing to counterbalance it. The frame can start to visually outweigh you, instead of sitting alongside you. The fix isn't more hair, it's lift, in exactly one place, the crown, not the fringe. A round brush and a root lift mousse at the roots, nowhere else, creates the balance the frame needs, while your temples stay completely clear. One viewer told me her fine hair just went flat the second she put her glasses on, like the frame was pressing everything down. It wasn't the frame. Once she started lifting only the crown and leaving her temples untouched, the flattening stopped. And can we pause on something? None of this is about hiding your hair or hiding your glasses. It genuinely isn't a science, and it's not a law you have to follow. It's about the two finally working as one look, together, not fighting each other. Now, the trend making all of this matter even more this year, and the 3 cuts that quietly backfire under it. That's next. This year's biggest glasses trend is bold, oversized frames, and it raises the stakes on everything we've covered. A frame that size needs hair that can hold its own, or the frame starts wearing you, instead of the other way around. Backfire 1. A blunt fringe or a blunt bob, ending exactly at your brow line. That's the 2 horizontals, fully diagnosed now. You know exactly what you're looking at when you see it. Backfire 2. A flat, center-parted style with no lift at the crown, sitting under an oversized frame, the same combo risk from a few minutes ago, just carried by a bigger frame. Backfire 3. One length hair, no face framing layers above the brow. It just hangs there, at the exact same visual weight as the frame. So say exactly this in the chair. Layers that start above my eyebrows, a soft curtain or side-swept fringe, not blunt across, and lift at the crown. And bring one more thing, a photo of yourself with your glasses already on. A woman who did exactly that told me it was the first time in years a stylist actually looked at how her frame sat, before ever picking up the scissors. The same 3 tiers from before make this easy to maintain. Round brush and mousse at the crown, a volumizing spray at the root, or one salon lesson to lock the technique in. Whichever tier you choose, the ask in the chair stays exactly the same. You know now exactly why your glasses were never the problem, and where your cut needs room to breathe. You've got cuts for any length, any density, even fine, flat, or silver hair. And you know exactly what to ask for, no matter how bold the frame gets. That one clash spot, the 2 horizontals, you'll never look at a fringe line the same way again. And that mirror test you ran tonight? It already told you the truth, no scissors required. Check it against this year's boldest frames, and you know exactly what to look for and what to avoid. One last gut check before you go. Glasses on, mirror up. Ask the question so many of us ask ourselves. Does this make me look younger or older? Tell me below, which of these cuts matches you right now? Or is the fine, flat hair combo your real story? And did your mirror test confirm it? Next time you're in the chair, you already know the words to say and the photo to bring. Coming up, the haircuts that quietly soften a longer neck. Style doesn't stop at 60. It only gets better.